Right, that's it, lads. I've had enough. I can't take this anymore. Sarri has got to leave. That's it. I have made my decision. I'm sticking to it. Sarri has got to leave. That's what I think. That's what I feel. That's what I believe. I cannot take this anymore. We are out of the FA Cup now to Manchester United because he is still doing the same shit. I am done. I am done. This man is Arsene Wenger Mark II, and I've had enough. Enough is enough. He has to go now before he does any more damage. I'm done. Zidane, Lampard, anybody. My phone's going off. Zidane, Lampard, anybody. I don't care. As long as Sarri goes. There's no point in raging. There's no point in getting mad. There's no point in just throwing toys out of the pram. I'm being as calm as I can be with this. Sorry, for the good of our club, you have to leave. You know where the door is. Get out. Get out. I've had enough. I'm sick of your same team selections every week. I'm sick of the same substitutions. I'm sick of it all. I am sick of it all. So uninspiring. At the very beginning, we looked like we'd turn into a better team. You know, we had a few opportunities at the very beginning while it was at 0-0. Until Man United went 1-0 up. Through one of the most ridiculous pieces of defending I've ever seen from Alonso. And we all know how bad he's been this season. He really has been absolutely atrocious. But Alonso cannot even see Herrera ghosting behind him to meet Pogba's cross and then nod it in for number one. And then number two. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you. I mean, it's just crap defending. It really is. It's schoolboy defending. Second half, that was it. Just dropped our heads. There's no point in talking about it. There really isn't. It's the same substitutions. Or actually, you know what? Mastermind tactics from Sarri right at the end of the game. Get this, lads. This is how Sarri deals with a 2-0 deficit. Right? Listen to this. You put on Zabacosta for Azpilicueta. Did Hudson-Odoi make any kind of appearance in the entire game? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Oh, it's okay though, because you got Zabacosta on the pitch. That's okay. Yeah, go ahead and replace him with, you know, the failing Azpilicueta. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. I'm sick to death of it now. I'm sick to death of it. Sarri has got to leave now before he does any more damage. I mean, it's just getting ridiculous. It really is. I don't even know if Sarri is going to even last at this point because, you know, the more mistakes that he makes, the more times he's going to put out this stupid team selection, the more it's going to hurt the club. Do you know, the fans started saying, fuck Sarri ball. That's what they were saying. And I hate to swear in this video, but that's exactly what they were saying. Even the fans are rebelling against Sarri ball. Look, Sarri, that's all he has. He doesn't have a plan B. He's got nothing. He's got a bunch of players who don't want to play Sarri ball. So, who's in control here? The players or Sarri? I'd have to go ahead and say the players, but it's okay. The board will protect them. And then it's Sarri who gets the sack. Well, to be honest with you, that's what Sarri needs to do. He needs to go now. Because it's just unfair. But then what do you do? What do I do? What do I think? Do I think the players need to get disciplined for a bad performance by the board? The board aren't going to do that. They're just going to protect them. It's okay. Chelsea, it's okay. You've had a bad performance, but it's okay. You'll go ahead and do a bit of training, that's it. Then we'll go into the next game. It's okay. We won't dock you wages. Just continue doing what you're doing, lads. Oh, by the way, we've sacked Sarri. We're going to have another manager now. Do you know what I mean? Hiring and sacking. It's, in the words of Yunus, it's just ridiculous now. And yes, I've pretty much talked about more about Sarri and his team selections and how poor they have been compared to anything else that I could have spoken about. I talked about United's goals and how bad our defending was. If Sarri does go, to be honest with you, I would. Do you know what my mind is thinking Hiddink, but I don't want to start thinking Hiddink now. No, there's no point in getting Hiddink again. No, I don't want us to get Hiddink again. Zidane, probably the only kind of person that springs to mind. Lampard. Well, he's doing well at Derby. But do you really think Lampard is going to want to, with all due respect to Derby County, because they're doing well under Lampard, let's be honest. I don't think for 1 second that the Derby fans want to get rid of Lampard, to be honest. I have no idea about Zidane. No, I don't want Mourinho. I do not want Mourinho. Mourinho needs a break. He's only just left Manchester United, alright? When Man United were going through that bad spell. No, that was before they got Solskjaer. But Mourinho needs to have a big, long break before he gets back into football again. Appointing Mourinho now would be a big mistake. Big mistake. I mean, I don't even know if I even want Mourinho at all, to be honest, because, lightning doesn't strike a third time. When we had a bad spell under Mourinho that last time that we had him, but then he left. Do you really think we're going to have a third chance at Mourinho? I don't think so. No, I honestly believe it's either going to be either Zidane or Lampard. But who the hell do you bring in as a caretaker? Who the hell do you bring in as a replacement? If Sarri goes. And let's not forget, if there is a compensation package that we have to prepare for Sarri, if he does end up going, lads, we haven't even thought about that, have we? We are. I'll tell you something. This is the exact same as what happened with Conte. It is literally a carbon copy. The only difference is Sarri didn't win us a title before all this shit happened. Sarri has literally just come in with all this massive hype about Sarri ball and how Napoli played a fantastic... Lads, we are not in Italy. We are in England. England is a more physical game than Italy, right? You can't just come to England and expect Sarri ball to be this magic, fantastic piece of football. It happens in Italy, not in this country. In Italy, it's a lot more of an easy way of it, because you've got everyone's been able to flow. It's like free-flowing football in Italy. England is a more physical way of playing the game. And I'm sorry, but Sarri doesn't understand that. He doesn't understand it. And the fact that he is playing the same people over and over again. He still isn't playing Hudson-Odoi. He's still playing players like Alonso. And he's still making the same substitutions. Barkley for Kovacic. It doesn't even matter if Barkley or Kovacic is on the pitch. It's either... So basically, if Kovacic is on the pitch, he brings Barkley on. If Barkley's on the pitch, Kovacic comes on the pitch. It's the same substitutions all the time. And Sarri should have known. He should have known that none of whatever he's trying to do works. So why is he doing it now? Why is he still doing it? Why is he still not letting Hudson-Odoi have matches? Why is Hudson-Odoi still on the bench? All this time we've been saying, keep him at Chelsea. Stay away from Bayern Munich. And yet he still doesn't play him. And look what we're doing. Look what's happening. I've had enough. Sorry, you've got to leave now. Before it's too late. Before you run this club into the ground. Before you do any more damage. Please leave. There's the door. Open it and then close the door on the way out, please. For the sake of all of our Chelsea fans. For the sake of this club. For the sake of our history, for God's sake. Do you know what? I would love to see Frank Lampard be the manager, right? And then John Terry be his assistant. That would be insane. A little bit later on in the future, I'm not sure if they're kind of... Look, do you know what? Sod it. I would rather have just Lampard and Terry in now, because at least they know about the club. They have their hearts set in the club. The fans love both of them. Well, you let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, but to be honest with you, I've had enough and I want Sarri gone. Chelsea, well, we're at the FA Cup now, so I'm not surprised, given the circumstances that were handed to us today. Next game is against Man City in the League Cup. Well, is Sarri going to last as a Chelsea manager before that game? How many are we going to ship exactly, is the question I would like to ask. At this point, I've given up. I've given up on the season. I've given up on Sarri ball. I've given up on Sarri. I've given up on the players. I've literally given up on this season, pretty much. It's just another wasted season. I'm just letting it roll out. Roll on the next season, because I've had enough. I've had enough. Okay, yes, we are still in the League Cup, but let's be honest, lads. Are we really going to win that? Against Man City, come on. We've just got beaten 6-0 by them. Are you joking me? Europa League is pretty much the only competition that has any kind of significance, because if we win that, We'll hopefully be in the Champions League next season. But we have to win the Europa League. Okay, the FA Cup's gone. We're just going to have to look past that. But I think the Europa League is top priority right now. I mean, let's be honest. We're not going to make top 4 in the Premier League, right? We're not technically going to beat Man City in the League Cup final. I mean, I would love to win the League Cup. But when the odds are stacked up against us, after that 6-0 drubbing at the Etihad, I mean, you can't help but think that, right? No, it has to be the Europa League. The Europa League is top priority. I mean, if we somehow lose in that, then I think we need to start writing off the season. Europa League is top priority. We're going to have to let the FA Cup go. I mean, I guess we're still in, 2 more competitions, but... No, the odds are stacked against us in every single competition, let's be honest. I mean, yes, we'll probably beat Malmö, but... Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I know this has been a pretty long video, but... No, Sarri's got to go. Sarri's got to go. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And until the next video, I shall see you later. Hey, door, and peace.